Alright, you fuckers at Copa, listen up! This video is made for adults and older fans of Thomas and Friends, not for kids. You hear me? Anyways, enjoy the video.
Dear friends, diesel engines have become quite a common sight on the Fat Controller's railway. Although many of the steam engines were hesitant to accept them, they all came around in the end. Except for one. Oliver rather openly detested diesels for quite a long time, and often rudely claimed he would never trust them so long as he was still running. He isn't rude now. These stories tell you why. The author. With the Christmas season over, the Little Western was much less busy with passengers than usual. So, the Fat Controller asked Oliver if he would like to work on other branch lines, while their auto-fitted engines went to the works for regular service.
Oh, yes, please, sir.
He was excited for the changes in scenery, but wasn't keen on seeing so many diesels.
Still aggressive towards diesels, are we new?
They're all devils. You think you could trust them? Then they pull your branch line out from under you and send you for the scrapper's torch.
And I used to fear the same thing for Edward when Booker arrived. But he's still here. And he and Booker run the branch line together. Therefore, there is nothing to... Never mind.
Thomas was sent for repairs first, so Oliver's first relocation was to the Farquhar branch. Oliver was pleased to see Percy and Toby. But there was one engine that he shuddered at the sight of.
She's just like those diesels who took over my old line. Rotten Railcars, thinking they're better than us auto-fitted engines. With those two cabs, how could anyone tell if they're coming or going?
Have you even talked to Daisy yet?
I don't need to. She's vile, stubborn, and out to get us all. More of her kind will come in and replace us all. Mark my words.
Good morning. I don't believe we properly met.
I know who you are. A heartless devil who thinks they can come in and take away work for perfectly suitable engines like us because you're more up to date. Well, know this. You smelly, ugly tin cans will never outshine us. We are reliable. You aren't.
Oliver's run up the branch went without mishap, and he arrived at the junction 3 minutes early.
Much more reliable than that railcar could ever be.
His driver climbed into Dulcie and they set off back to Farcourt. Up ahead was the level crossing. The winter weather had made its mechanisms rather bothersome, and the engines would sometimes have to wait until the gates were manually moved before proceeding. Usually this posed no trouble outside of a small delay. Unfortunately, no one had bothered to tell Oliver. The signalman pulled the lever, but the gates didn't move.
Stop!
But Oliver, too busy thinking of what he would say to Daisy next time they met, kept on going. Then, everything happened at once. Daisy came to take Oliver's passengers. She worked hard all day, handling his passengers as well as her own, without fuss. At the day's end, Daisy rolled into her shed to find Oliver being examined. She desperately wanted to tease him about reliability, but wisely thought against it. Oliver, secretly impressed at how well Daisy had managed on her own, wanted to say something as well, but somehow couldn't bring himself to do so.